Hi, I am Kay, and welcome back to another collab on Life of Kay, and I'm once again joined by my sister from Coveredinthecity channel. The links will be below in the description box. All right, so we're back again for another collab and some more interesting.
I know, and you're going to lead this one, and I have no idea what she's going to pick this week. Although I'm not really prepared this week, but go on.
Okay, all right. So this is it's not really a new story.
Okay.
Because I think it broke about a month ago, but it kind of resurfaced in my social media feed. That's why I'm kind of talking about it again. So I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it kind of came back up in my social media feed. And it was about hijabi Muslim women in sports. And this one, it was specifically about a Muslim sister who is a pro wrestler.
I did see that.
Yes, and reason why, I mean, obviously it caught my eye for obvious reasons. I was like, okay, pro wrestler, Muslim hijab. Like, okay, how does that all fit together? Yeah, so I was curious, so I had to read about it. I'm like, okay, wrestling, like not boxing, wrestling, and sure enough, it really was wrestling. Now, it wasn't here in the States. I believe she is from Malaysia. She's young, 19. But she is, and she's tiny. She's like 5'1", like petite, small. I think she called her wrestling name is Phoenix. Yes, I can't remember what her name is. I think it's Noor something. Her actual name, but I know her wrestling name is Phoenix, and she, she's known for being very strong, despite her little diminutive stature. But when I was watching the clips and reading the articles, I was like, a Muslim wrestler, and she's not wrestling other women. I want to make that clear. She was wrestling men.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I want to make that. That's what really kind of like, what?
I didn't wait.
I want to make that distinction. She was not wrestling women. She was wrestling men.
Co-ed wrestling?
Apparently.
I did not.
I don't watch wrestling, so I mean, I don't even watch WWE, so I don't really know what's current and what. I know there's lady wrestlers, but I never watched it. I don't see right.
Right, I thought they were wrestling.
Homegirl was wrestling men.
But even in high school, like our school has a wrestling team. It was all boys wrestling team.
Maybe do it differently.
I don't know. You know what they did? I remember there was a girl who said that she was drafted.
Oh wow.
So maybe it is co-ed now.
Okay.
Maybe the girls just don't sign up. Now I'm confused now.
I'm confused too. I was confused when I saw Muslim hijabi wrestling, so that really got me confused. And then when I read it and I was looking at the videos and stuff like that, and she was pitting a man on the floor. So I'm like, there's so many, I mean, I don't even know where to start as to what is wrong with that. And again, I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack. I'm probably going to get some more ruffled feathers. You know me, I like to ruffle them, so I don't really mind. But, you know me, I'll ruffle feathers in a heartbeat. I really don't care. But I mean, for me, I feel like something like this, it's so obviously wrong. And I'm going for the H word. I'm going to say obviously haram. Whoop. Taboo. Don't say the H word. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm throwing it out there because to me it's blatantly obvious. Maybe, just maybe, and I'm not gonna get too much into the whole sports thing, but I mean, maybe we could play around with some other things and say, okay, if but this, please tell me, in what world is it okay for a woman to lay herself on top of a man? Because in wrestling, that's the move. That's what you're doing. You want to pin. The whole point is to pin your opponent. And there's certain moves in order to do that, right? And I saw it with my own eyes. Please explain to me where it's okay for you to literally lay your body on top of a man. I mean, let's be real. So now your private part's touching his private part, your boobs touching his chest. Like everything on your body is now pressed up against his, and that's okay. How do you make that okay? I kind of want someone to come and explain it to me because maybe I don't know. Like, can you explain?
And that if you study, you see it is explicitly mentioned as part of our role, like raising our children, right? Raising the next generation.
Exactly.
But the question that I have is like, when did that become so shameful? That you want to aspire to raise children, and the people that we're going to come in contact with in society, Yeah, because it's kind of buck wild out there right now.
It is.
Which tells me that a lot of people aren't raising the kids.
Clearly.
I'm talking about everybody, not just
for all these people, their parents were okay with this, then you
exactly.
failed.
Clearly. No one is investing in children anymore.
No.
And we can see that as educators. We see it on a daily basis. All ethnicities, all socioeconomic levels.
Yes.
I'm not coming at anyone in particular. It's like across the board. You can even look at recent news, recent event, mass shootings. I hate to bring it up, but do you know these people have parents, right? They were raised by someone.
They did.
They failed, but they were raised by someone. Someone had to put those thoughts into their minds. You're not born with these thoughts. No. So why is it that we as women are so ashamed and just, no, I don't want to stay home for any period of time. I'm not saying for the duration of your child's life. I'm just saying, okay, maybe the first 2 years if you can, 6 months if you can. But it's like a shame. Like, women don't want to do it anymore. It's like, well, I'm not going to stay home with my kids. I'm not going to do that. Like, you're raising a generation. You're investing in society. That's what you're doing when you stay home and raise your kids. Or if you do it while you're working. That is an investment.
It is.
It's a serious job.
Serious.
But for some reason, it's like women that have this like distaste of like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, if you ask any of these athletic girls, I guarantee like, what? Children. No, I want to get that medal. I want to do that. But it's like, at the end of the day, well, how is that so important compared to exactly like putting a solid human being out into society that we all will appreciate? Like, I'm lost. I'm like, when did this become a bad thing? To raise children?
We try to be like everybody else. Because now, that's frowned upon.
It is.
Like, oh my God, you go back to 1950s. Yeah. What? Stay home, my husband go out and work. Okay. And I say, that's so old fashioned. This is something I did 50s.
If you can,
I'm going to go out and do out.
Like, if you can, I think it's fantastic.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. And even if you are working, like a lot of us have to do, that still should be your priority. It shouldn't be, whatever, I want to get this position, I want to move up in my job, the babysitter left, whatever, put the kids to bed, I did my mommy duties. No, you don't stop doing your mommy duties. It continues, okay, forever. And it's 24/7 job, okay? So, but I don't understand this mentality. It's just like, oh, no, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is career. The most important thing is standing out in society. Me standing out in society.
Bingo.
Getting my face on Time magazine.
That's what it is. Yep. That's
like, well, when did this come about? I don't know.
I just know the last few years it's really been an issue. Like, it's coming up more and more and more. And
it sure is.
There's another so-called Muslim hijabi trying to put her name out there, put her face out there, talking about, I'm going to be a trailblazer to whatever nonsense she's trying to be a trailblazer to. And I just don't get it. Like, I'm trying to understand. I don't get it. Again, the parents of these people, I'm sorry, failed. Like, where were you in raising this child? Where were you? Clearly you didn't raise him in Islam.
Thank you.
Properly. Because if you raised him in Islam properly, that thought would never even occur to him.
It's not going to be attractive to you.
It wouldn't even be attractive, exactly. Why would I want to do that? They'd be like, why? What? An ice skater? Why would I want to do that?
It would be attractive to
a boxer? Why would I want to do that?
Someone who's like 5, 6 years old, fine. But not 14, 15 years old.
No, exactly.
I remember that. I just think I have this memory as a child. I remember looking at Cheerleaders at Canarsie High. We used to go around there to go to the library. I remember seeing Cheerleaders, it was because of the pom-poms. And they were like practicing on the football field. I was like, ooh, that looks like fun. I want to do that. And I remember Abby was like,
are you out of your mind?
I was like, oh. But I was like, I wanted the pom-poms. Instead, I was like 5. But it makes it like I got why it was. No, because I was like, well, yeah, like how?
But imagine
I was like, how am I
parent,
wear the scarf on my head?
This is how it starts. Imagine you had a parent whose dean wasn't that great.
You'd be like, oh sure,
I'm gonna support you whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
You want to be a cheerleader? Then you go out there and be a cheerleader. You've been first to be a cheerleader. The lady went told you can't do that, and you up there on the top of the pyramid with your jab on and a mini skirt and pom poms.
Exactly. Make some cowboys. There you go.
Right? Like
first Dallas Cowboy and shabby.
Imagine. Don't say that too loud. Someone out there is probably trying out as we speak. Trust them, leave. Someone's out there auditioning as we speak.
Please don't. Like, if you are, please
don't do
right
it.
now.
Go have a seat
right now.
As a matter of fact, go have several seats.
Thank you.
And while you're sitting down, pick up a book.
Yes.
But again, if he had a parent that wasn't really strong and sound in the dean, it was a firm dean, they would have said, okay, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Again, and if your kid comes in like that, that's natural.
Of course.
Children want to do that.
Yes.
If a child wants to do that, that doesn't mean, okay, let me start her on a career path to becoming a cheerleader. No. Go to the store and buy some pom-poms. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, but go to the store here. Here's some pom-poms. Knock yourself out. Dance around the house. Jump, woo, and then like most children, in about a week they'll get bored of it and they're on to something else. Like that's what children do, you know. Buy her some pom-poms, let her bounce around the house for a few weeks. She'll get bored of it. You won't be able to find them pom-poms, but bomb her toy box somewhere, and then she'll be on to something else. That's normal for children. You just know, I'm not saying you can't let the child be imaginative and have fun. That is fine and it's okay. It's a normal part of development. What we're saying is when you take it and run and say, okay, let's make that into a career.
Exactly.
No, we are Muslim. We have certain standards.
Absolutely.
We have different standards, different morals, and our thinking is not supposed to be like that.
No.
So again, be careful. Muslim parents, be careful. Please
because
do your job.
Please. When your daughter was young, remember we put her in Gymboree?
I did put her in gymnastics.
It wasn't a moment like, oh, she's going to be the first Muslim gymnast.
No, I never once pushed her to that. I never once said she liked gymnastics. She was really good at gymnastics. Yeah. And my dream for her was like, oh my God, inshallah, she's going to be the first Muslim hijabi gymnast.
It was just like fun outlet
it
for her
was
when she was
fun.
little. That was it.
She was having fun. She was very active. I needed a way to channel limber and tiny. I needed a way to kind of channel all that energy she had as something constructive, and that's why she went into the gymnastics. Exactly. I wasn't trying to make her to next Simone Biles. Wasn't known then, but that wasn't my goal. And she didn't want that. Again, she had fun. We did it for a little while. On to the next. You know, like that's not but again, within the wrong parent, she can be the next. Like nowadays, I want to be the next Simone Biles. I'm Muslim Simone Biles. She can get out there. No.
You know someone's doing that right now.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. How do you have your child's behind hanging out?
You should put shorts over it.
Like that doesn't make it okay.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
What are you doing?
I love when we put the shorts over.
Shorts over it. That makes it halal.
Better. No, it doesn't.
Shorts
actually, it does not.
It doesn't.
Oh dear. All right. So we're going to wrap it up there.
Yes.
I'm sure. Because we've hit that time, but
we want to know your thoughts and comments on it.
Yes. Muslim athletes.
Is it something we should even be training or educating our girls to be thinking along those lines of a career? Mm-hmm. You know, so you can have a sneaker or a doll made for you. Like, should we be trying to push our girls into sports in that way as a career goal, as a profession? Or something simple, you want to do it fun on the side, go join the Y or whatever you want to do on the weekends, and then you come, that's fine. I believe in exercise and staying healthy and active and fit. 100%. I'm all for that, and I think that is something important. To make it a career, not so much. We really should.
And I'd like to add, all these athletic sisters, which is fantastic. I mean, they haven't even opened up an all-female gym for us. So I'm just saying.
They really should.
I was trying to look for one last night, exactly, around where I live, and it's like, you can't find one.
No.
You really can't. So I'm like, why don't they, that's like a little market right there.
It is.
You have all this training.
Yeah. And you have connections now. Those who are really famous public got all kinds of connections. If they really wanted to, they could. I'm just saying. But again, if it's about you and your 15 minutes of fame, then
I guess, right? You're not thinking about us.
No.
Let us be fat and lazy.
I mean, they think about themselves. And here you go. Which, as we know, unfortunately...
Do they even make that? They don't even make that much, though. That's
if you get enough endorsements, again, when you get the contracts with Nike and stuff like that, that's when the money
But that's hard to get. I'm saying the average gymnast, the average... You know what I mean? They really don't make that much money. They really don't. Kind of a waste. I remember the figure skaters make barely anything. It's like, what's the point of years of training?
For what?
Right. I'm like...
Still on welfare.
Ballerinas, they have, and everyone knows they deal a lot with bulimia and anorexia. Very common because you have to stay a certain weight. Yep. So I was like, you're not getting paid that much, and you can't eat what you want.
Is it really worth it?
I don't know.
No, absolutely not. And again, in Muslims, our goals and our thinking should be much different. Think about how I can benefit the Ummah. What can I do to become a better Muslim and help my other fellow Muslims? What can I do? These are the kind of career paths our Muslim girls should be thinking of, and as parents, we should be guiding them towards that. Not go and take your clothes off and then go throw yourself on the floor and on top of a man. Like, what are you doing? No, that should not be.
And not forgetting what's important in terms of our role.
Exactly.
Like, don't lose sight of
don't lose sight of that.
What's really important at the end of the day, what you're going to be judged.
Exactly.
You know.
I told you, like, unless someone can please find me some Google about the athlete's gate that leads to Jannah, because if there is one, I need to know. Because I haven't come across that in my reading, but I could be wrong. If anyone can find anything that supports that, please feel free to mention in the comments below. I'd like to know.
I can't.
All right, until next time, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching Life of K. Don't forget to check out my sister's channel, Covering the City. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you'll always be notified when we drop a new video.
Exactly.
Until next time, see ya.